BlueMetric is your partner and works with Atlantic Canadian industries and organizations who are concerned about the water health of our planet. We are world-class experts solving our clients' most challenging environmental problems. BlueMetric provides a full range of environmental consulting services supported by bespoke engineering solutions for emergency, self-contained, and permanent water systems, and is always mission ready with a full range of in-house support. World-class experts solving our clients' most challenging environmental problems. We are Mission Ready Water.
Well, I'm Alan Dale from Gale Force Winds. What an absolute pleasure it is to be here at the Municipalities Newfoundland and Labrador 75th anniversary show in beautiful Corner Brook, Newfoundland. I want to tell you, good conversations are happening here. Thank you to our good friends at BlueMetric. BlueMetric, of course, is a mission-ready water system. They have solutions for the folks of Newfoundland and Labrador, and I want to tell you should reach out and get in touch with them. Thank you for bringing the conversation alive. They understand that everybody's voice matters and everybody needs to be heard. And on that note, why don't you introduce yourself? Tell us what you do.
Good morning. My name is Myle and Vincent, and I'm the founder and CEO of Pivot Housing Solutions. So we are a real estate development consulting social enterprise working with community housing and service providers, so basically nonprofits and municipalities in sustainable community and housing development.
That's a big mouthful, Milan.
It is.
So break that down a little bit for me. How does that play out in a municipality?
I think, long story short, we're in a housing crisis. Most municipalities across Newfoundland and Labrador and across Atlantic Canada are in a place where they're suddenly needing to grow for whatever reason, economic development, people just immigrating, people just seeing that there's people that are homeless or not very well housed. Right. And so they need to come up with solutions, but they're not exactly sure how. And so that's when we come in and help them develop a plan with that's fully executable that we can deliver and then follow through after the municipalities let go of the land to make sure that it happens.
Okay, so it's sort of in that planning phase. So a municipality would reach out to you, say, these are the struggles we're having. You'd sit down with them, get a bit of a baseline where they are, and then start generating a plan. Is that right?
Yeah, that's exactly right. That's where it starts. It doesn't end, as far as we're concerned. I hope that it doesn't end until the keys are being handed. But municipalities aren't developers, and they shouldn't be developers, despite what some other people are trying to tell them. And so our work is to let them be the leaders in it, without necessarily having to do all the heavy lifting. Right,
and then that's where you step in and do some of the heavy lifting after that?
Yeah, that's exactly.
Wow, and that's a great offering, right? Because many of them will be scratching their head. They'd have great ideas. They would understand their communities better than anybody, but maybe they don't know how to get from point A to point B. But you would have seen that before with other municipalities.
That's exactly right. And even there's municipalities who say we have a subdivision that's up and ready to go, and we have all of these parcels of land, but we can't even get a developer to come and build it. And so we look at that and leverage that and maybe propose a better plan that better suits the community needs, and we bring in and convene trades and builders that might actually be able to contribute to the construction of it. So we go kind of the next step, because it's not, you can't just sit back and say, oh, well, builders aren't coming, developers aren't coming, but we need this housing, we're stuck. And so we try to get them unstuck, and usually it works.
Okay. Tell me about some of the success stories. Can you pick a community that it's worked well for?
We're only 18 months in, so we're just getting started on getting some construction projects off the ground. But the municipality that we're working with, so we work with nonprofits as well, but the municipality that we're working with the most in Newfoundland Labrador is actually just south of here in Corner Brook. It's in Stephenville, Newfoundland Labrador. So they have an immediate housing need of over 200 housing units, and they have a very active nonprofit community in that municipality. And so we came in March of 2025 and did a visioning session with all of those stakeholders, builders, private developers, staff and council, nonprofit community, and then key employers, so the hospital, the college, all those folks, and just really identified what it is that they need as a community. And now we're just getting started. They've identified a parcel of land that they want to develop. And so we're doing the due diligence studies.
Right.
We're working with an architect to develop a bit of a master plan to present to council and get community buy-in. And then following that, we're actually going to go and do a jurisdictional scan and a governance model on whoever wants to build, own, operate the housing and say, okay, this is what works best for the municipality in Stephenville. And then from there, we'll have the business case. So we source out all of the funding that might be available to develop housing, because there's usually a little bit, at least a little bit, hopefully a lot of affordable housing or non-market housing, because affordability is such a huge issue across Newfoundland, Labrador. And there's going to be some seniors housing. So we look at how you might fund, like how much it's going to cost, but how are you going to fund it and how it's going to get operated and what those costs look like, to identify if there is a capital gap, like is there money that we need to fundraise in order to make it happen?
Yeah.
And there might be, there might not be, depends on a lot of the objectives for the community and the municipality. And that's the conversation we then have with the municipality on how they can contribute, not through capacity, maybe through financing, maybe through other solutions over the long term, just to make it happen.
I got to tell you, that's a wonderful way that you described it for Stephenville, and a repeatable model for many of the municipalities. Many of the folks newly elected, quite honestly, would be scratching their heads saying, we've got to get this done.
Yes.
It's a long journey. How can I do this? But it sounds like you guys, this is what you do.
So our framework is called the Pivot Pathways for Municipality. We actually have a framework, and it's 6 months.
Okay.
So it doesn't have to be that long, and it doesn't have to be that much time out of council. So we ask of councillors, other than the council meetings, they need to attend up to a day for the visioning session, and maybe a couple of hours if they want to be at the open community consultation, which typically councillors will want to do. And then it's not a huge capacity ask of the staff either. So, we have monthly meetings, but only meetings where we have something to present. It's an interim report that we have to present.
Okay.
If we have nothing to present and we're just working on things, it's an email. We're not going to waste anyone's time on that. And so we do that for about 6 months. And then we ask them to schedule 2 in-camera meetings so that we can present these milestone reports to council.
I love that, being sort of friendly of their time, because that's the one constraint, isn't it, really, that a lot of people face. Sounds like you guys have an excellent model. I hope you're having a great show, and I hope there's some real uptake there. It sounds like if you're out there in a municipality and you're thinking about this, there's help out there, so reach out. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
BlueMetric is your partner and works with Atlantic Canadian industries and organizations who are concerned about the water health of our planet. We are world-class experts solving our clients' most challenging environmental problems. BlueMetric provides a full range of environmental consulting services supported by bespoke engineering solutions for emergency, self-contained, and permanent water systems, and is always mission-ready with a full range of in-house support. World-class experts solving our clients' most challenging environmental problems. We are Mission Ready Water.